Look, Greg, we're entering this year, and it's all across the world, into this extraordinary period of economic and indeed social volatility. It's occurring around the globe. It's happening in the USA, but the USA has some protective measures around it. For instance, fuel self-sufficiency and so on and so forth. In Europe, it's really rocking society, and everybody's talking about the cost of living, the disposable income. We've got the new dynamics of demand. We've got elements of risk. People are talking about affordability. So it's disrupting retail markets. It's disrupting professional markets. So, what just broadly, perhaps you'd like to riff a bit on how you see this is really going to bring up really priority challenges for chief marketing officers and marketing departments around the world. Have a go at that.
Absolutely. And, we talk a lot about the fact that today's marketers have not managed the business through a recession, right? So I managed, I was running the V8 portfolio at Campbell Soup Company during the Great Recession. And I can honestly say the first reaction when you don't have information is to panic, right? And the knee-jerk reaction is to always, when you're getting questions, is just to cut what's not measurable, right? So it's always, let's cut marketing because we know we can cut it. Let's start with non-working, then we can work over to working, and then move all the dollars over to trade and price promote and really degrade our brand, right? That was the playbook before. And I think now going into this one, no recession looks the same. Obviously, we have, to your point, social unrest. We have war.
Yes.
We have, the after effects of a pandemic, as I was talking about before, and all of those things have to be accounted for and measured. And that's the context for the decisions that marketers need to make. So if you're not able to dimensionalize and contextualize the external environment, you end up making bad decisions, right? You end up doing harm to the brand by cutting. Again, the knee-jerk reaction is to cut. In reality, we know that, and we can quantify this in our system, that the folks that will maintain some level of spending will be at a competitive advantage when the economy gets better, right? So but it's really finding the right amount of spend in the right areas to sustain the business during this time. And you have to be able to quantify all those external factors. So a system like ours is designed to, basically incorporate all these external challenges as variables, and then you can model around that and simulate based on how those impacts are affecting your business.
Well, and that's a very interesting point, isn't it? Because we know, well, you and I both know because we've been around the block a few times, and we have seen this kind of economic maelstrom happen before, and we know very well from our experience, and you've touched on it already, that chief executives don't always see the importance of continuing to invest in marketing through a recession to come out with competitive advantage the other side.